Happy morning, students. So, we have discussed 18 Nyayavali so far. So, let us start today from the 19th one. Aja Kripanaka Nyayaha. Aja means goat. Kripana means sword. Now, a goat was scratching its neck at the sharp edge of a sword. And what happens? And it cut it. Right? So, here the aja is compared to egoistic person. So here what we need to understand is the egoistic person makes difficulty for himself. So one should not meddle with dangerous things. It has to be avoided. Next is Agni-anayana Nyayaha. Agni means fire. Anayana means bring. So the maxim of asking to bring fire. When a person is asked to bring some fire, it is implied that he has to put it in a plate or a vessel and bring it, right? It is implied. So the maxim is used in those cases where anything is not explicitly explained but it is implied. It's a common sense to understand that the fire has to be brought in a container or a pot or a vessel, but not to bring on if you are bringing it in your hand, what is going to happen? That is the implied understanding. Next is Anyad Bhuktam Anyad Dvandam Idi Nyayaha. Anyad Bhuktam, eating something, Anyad Dvandam, vomiting something else. Our Sanskrit sir always used to shout us, like when we used to, by heart something and try to explain that. So you used to shout at us because I studied in Sanskrit medium. So we are supposed to communicate in Sanskrit, become very difficult. So that time now when we try to balance, we will by heart the question answers, and when we try to do it, and how we used to get the firing was this: Anyad Bhuktam, Anyad Dvandam. Okay, so here the maxim is used in case where the answer to a question does not touch the question at all and something irrelevant we are giving. Now, next is Ande Sevanda Lagnasya. Andasya Eva Anda. Matlab, the maxim of the association with the blind. What shall it profit a man if he associated with men of little knowledge? Andha means here it is not literally blind. Here what it means with not having knowledge. A man should always keep the company of persons superior to him in learning, wisdom and good qualities. That makes big difference. Negativity attracts negativity, positivity attracts positivity. So all the positive and all the wise people are moving in as one battalion. All the rest are moving as another battalion. How the improvement will come? Just think about it. What we need is a wiser generation. So we need to interact with each other. What you are not able to understand does not mean that you are not going to try to understand. So Sanskrit proverbs are meant to improve our life skills. So Andasyevanda Lagnasya. So if you are not trying to come out of your comfort zone and you are very well spending time with the people of your level, so what is the benefit? This is the question of this maxim. Next is Halpasya Hedor Bahuhadum Iccannidi Nyayaha. Superb. The maxim of a person sacrificing much in order to gain very, very little. So now lot of work is done for small things, but big things, no hard work, nothing. And what you are supposed to take care, you are ignoring. And what can be, it is all right, but that you are giving more time. See, time is real investment in our life. So we need to use our time. We need to absolutely manage our time well. Time management is the very big challenge before the younger generation. This can also be explained with the English proverb, penny wise, pound foolish. मतलब every penny is spent in a wise manner, not to waste. And when it comes to spending pounds, it goes just like that. So our, what we need to do, we need to balance, we need to understand, we need to be wiser. You don't be a miser, but while spending, be wiser. That is the learning from this proverb. Next is Andakukkuda Nyayaha. Now, here the maxim of Anda means eggs, Kukkuda means hen. Okay, Andakukkuda Nyaya. The hen used to lay one egg daily. So the owner thought he would have, you must have heard the story. Every day one golden egg. So the owner thought, like, maybe it may be having lot of golden eggs inside its stomach. Let me cut its abdomen and take all the eggs out. So is it possible? You just think. The maxim used in case where a person becomes a loser on account of this covetousness, like, greed is very, very wrong. That's what explained by this maxim. Now let's go to the next maxim, that is Ashwabritya Nyayaha. Ashwa means horse, Britya means servant. So one person asks a person, like, whose horse is this? So the person who was washing the horse says, his whose servant I am. Okay, so the man asks, whose servant are you then? So the servant says, why? His, whose horse is this? Now, whose horse is this? किसका अश्व है? उनका जिसका मैं भृत्य हूँ. और आप किसका भृत्य है? जिनका ये अश्व है. सो इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? There is no clarity. So this maxim is applied to a person who argues in a circle or gives evasive answers. So we were always given firing not to give anything which keeps on, like, not justifiable. Your answer has to be always to the point. Next one is Ajataputra Namakarana Nyayaha. So here Ajataputra matlab the child is not yet born, and we are taking Namakarana Nyayaha. So the Namakaran means keeping the name. Okay, so the maxim is applies to superfluous, foolish or useless acts of person. Here the example is given. It is very good to dream, but your dream, you should work on your dream to attain that dream. That makes it meaningful. A 10-year-old boy is saying, like, when I become big, I will earn so much money, and I will put a gold jacket, and I will carry a gold pen, I will have a diamond, I will be having a this, that, this all, and not working, not even caring to learn something or study something. So this is the example of that. Okay. Now, next is Ande Yamadihi Sagadihi. Here there are two ways of explaining this. Ande Yamadihi Sagadihi. Ande means end time. Madihi means your thoughts. Gadihi means your path. So, what you are thinking, what your action will be like that. That can be one example. Another way is how you think in last moment is that you become. Okay, so there is two explanation here in Bhagavad Gita chapter 8. Also this explanation is given at the last time. What you are thinking, how you are thinking, that based on that you will be getting the next birth, says as per the Bhagavad Gita. There is a spiritual example to it, but as far as psychology is considered, you can say that your continuous thoughts is reflected in your character, and your character decides your destiny. So yatha chittam tata vajo, yatha vaja tata kriya, chitte vachi kriyayam cha sadhunam eka. What you are thinking, your actions become that. What you are acting, like, what you are saying, that you act. So this has to be aligned. So here Ande Yamadi, at the end of the day, what you are thinking, that's what your mind is going to be. That is what you are going to do. So your thoughts, your words and your action has to be aligned to be successful successful in life. These are the nine Sanskrit proverbs for the day. So tomorrow we will meet with another 9 set of proverb. Till then, stay safe, stay blessed.